Have you ever heard of a man who seems to know the future and has the power to change destinies? Meet Khidr, a figure shrouded in mystery and wisdom. Welcome to Epic Ummah, where we explore the fascinating stories of Islam. Today, we're diving into the enigmatic world of Khidr, a righteous servant of Allah, mentioned in the Quran, known for his profound wisdom and mystical knowledge. Get ready for an incredible journey. Who is this mysterious figure that even Prophet Musa sought to learn from? Khidr is a figure shrouded in mystery and reverence in Islamic tradition. In various Islamic and non-Islamic traditions, he is described as an angel, prophet, or wali who guards the sea, teaches secret knowledge, and aids those in distress. While he is not explicitly identified as a prophet in the Quranic narrative, he is described as a righteous servant of God, endowed with extraordinary wisdom directly from the divine. His story is beautifully narrated in the Quran, specifically in Surah Al-Kahf, verses 60 to 82. Picture this: a man whose knowledge is so profound that even Prophet Musa, one of the greatest prophets, known for his miraculous parting of the sea and leadership of the Israelites, sought to learn from him. Khidr's wisdom is not acquired through conventional means like books or teachers. It is a unique, divine gift, making him a symbol of the hidden and mystical aspects of knowledge. His existence challenges our understanding of wisdom, showing that there are dimensions of knowledge beyond human comprehension, accessible only through Allah's grace. In a world where we often rely on logic and visible evidence, Khidr represents the unseen, the spiritual, and the divine mysteries that govern our lives. This tells us something amazing. Wisdom can come from the most unexpected places. Even the greatest people, like Prophet Musa, have more to learn. It's a reminder to stay curious and open-minded. But what makes Khidr so special? Let's look at his encounter with Prophet Musa. Imagine a prophet of Allah seeking knowledge from someone else. What could Musa alayhi salam learn from Khidr? Prophet Musa alayhi salam was a towering figure in Islamic history, chosen by Allah to lead the Israelites out of Egypt and receive the Torah. Despite his immense knowledge and direct communication with Allah, he was instructed to seek out Khidr to gain further wisdom. This journey was not just a physical one, but a spiritual quest for deeper understanding. Accompanied by his servant, Musa alayhi salam traveled to the confluence of two seas, a location described in the Quran as a place of great significance and mystery. It was here that they encountered Khidr. Imagine the scene: Musa alayhi salam, a prophet who had conversed with Allah, humbly approaching Khidr and requesting, "May I follow you so that you may teach me some of the knowledge you have been given?" Khidr, recognizing the challenge ahead, agreed, but cautioned Musa alayhi salam, "You will not be able to bear with me patiently. How could you be patient in matters beyond your knowledge?" This exchange sets the stage for a series of events that would test Musa alayhi salam's understanding and patience. It also highlights the humility of Musa alayhi salam, who, despite his status, was willing to become a student once again. This moment shows us that no matter how much we know, there's always more to discover. Humility is the key to growing wiser, even for someone as great as Musa alayhi salam. Click and watch the video on I button about Prophet Musa alayhi salam. Their journey together is filled with puzzling events. Let's explore the first one. Why would someone damage a boat that's helping poor fishermen? As Musa alayhi salam and Khidr continued their journey, they came across a group of poor fishermen who kindly offered them passage on their boat. Once aboard, Khidr did something utterly bewildering. He took an axe and deliberately made a hole in the boat's hull. Water began to seep in, threatening to sink the vessel. Musa alayhi salam, alarmed and confused, exclaimed, "Have you made a hole in it to drown its passengers? You have certainly done a monstrous thing." Khidr, unfazed, reminded Musa alayhi salam of his earlier warning. "Did I not tell you that you would not be able to bear with me patiently?" It was only later that Khidr revealed the reason behind his action. A tyrannical king was confiscating all seaworthy boats in the area. By damaging the boat, Khidr ensured that it would be overlooked by the king's men, thus preserving the fishermen's livelihood. This incident illustrates how an act that appears destructive on the surface can actually be a means of protection and mercy. Sometimes what looks like harm is actually a blessing in disguise. Khidr's action teaches us to trust that there's wisdom behind things we don't understand. But that's not all. Their journey continues with another strange act. How could taking a young life be justified? Their journey took another startling turn when they encountered a young boy playing innocently. Without any apparent reason, Khidr approached the boy and took his life. Musa alayhi salam, witnessing this act, was deeply disturbed and could not contain his outrage. He protested, "How could you kill an innocent soul who has harmed no one? You have certainly done a terrible thing." Once again, Khidr calmly reminded Musa alayhi salam of his promise to remain patient. It was only after they had parted ways that Khidr explained the divine wisdom behind this act. The boy was destined to grow up and become a source of immense grief and disbelief for his righteous parents. By ending his life, Allah not only spared the parents from future suffering, but also promised to bless them with a child who would be pure-hearted and obedient. This incident challenges our understanding of justice and mercy, showing that Allah's knowledge encompasses the future and the unseen. It's a powerful reminder that our perspective is limited, and what may seem tragic in the moment could be part of a larger benevolent plan. This is tough to grasp, but it shows that Allah's plans go beyond what we can see. What seems terrible might prevent something worse. The final event is just as baffling. Let's see what happens next. Why fix a wall for people who refused hospitality? Upon arriving in a village, Musa alayhi salam and Khidr sought hospitality, but were met with hostility and refusal. The villagers, despite their wealth, offered no food or shelter to the travelers. Undeterred, Khidr noticed a dilapidated wall on the verge of collapse and began to repair it meticulously. He gathered stones, mixed mortar, and worked diligently until the wall stood firm and strong. Musa alayhi salam, perplexed by this act of kindness towards ungrateful people, questioned Khidr. "If you wished, you could have taken a wage for this work." Khidr's response came later. Beneath the wall lay a treasure that belonged to 2 orphan boys in the village. Had the wall collapsed, the treasure would have been exposed, and the corrupt villagers would have seized it. By restoring the wall, Khidr ensured that the treasure remained hidden until the orphans came of age and could claim their inheritance. This act of selfless service highlights the importance of protecting the vulnerable, even when it goes unnoticed or unappreciated. It also shows that true kindness doesn't depend on reciprocity. Kindness doesn't depend on how others treat us. Khidr teaches us to do good, even when it's hard or doesn't seem fair. Now, let's understand the reasons behind these actions. What was the wisdom behind Khidr's seemingly strange actions? Having witnessed 3 perplexing incidents, Musa alayhi salam was eager for explanations. Khidr, having fulfilled his role, provided the much-awaited insights. He began with the boat. As for the boat, it belonged to some poor people working at sea. I damaged it because there was a king ahead who was seizing every sound boat, so I wanted to make it defective to save it from being taken. Next, the boy. As for the boy, his parents were believers, and we feared that he would overburden them with his transgression and disbelief. So we intended that their Lord should substitute for them one better than him in purity and nearer to mercy. And as for the wall, it belonged to 2 orphan boys in the city, and there was, beneath it, a treasure for them, and their father had been righteous. So your Lord intended that they reach maturity and extract their treasure as a mercy from your Lord. With these explanations, the veil of mystery was lifted, and Musa alayhi salam understood that each action, though seemingly unjust or irrational, was guided by divine wisdom and mercy. Khidr concluded, "This is the interpretation of that over which you could not maintain patience." Their journey together ended, but the lessons imparted to Musa alayhi salam and to us remain timeless. Khidr's explanations remind us to trust Allah's plan, even when it's hidden from us. Patience can reveal incredible truths. But who exactly is Khidr? Let's delve deeper into his identity. Is Khidr a prophet, an angel, or something else? The identity of Khidr has been a subject of much debate among Islamic scholars. The Quran describes him as one of our servants, to whom we had given mercy from us, and had taught him knowledge from us. This vague description has led to various interpretations. Some scholars, like Ibn Kathir, suggest that Khidr was a prophet, given his ability to perform miraculous acts and his direct communication with Allah. Others, such as Al-Qurtubi, argue that he was a wali, a saintly figure, blessed with divine knowledge but not prophethood. There are even opinions that he might have been an angel in human form, sent to test Musa alayhi salam's patience and faith. Despite these differing views, what remains clear is Khidr's role as a conduit of divine wisdom, illustrating that Allah's knowledge is infinite and often beyond human comprehension. His story encourages us to accept that there are aspects of existence and divine will that we may never fully understand, and that's perfectly okay. It also serves as a reminder that Allah's mercy and wisdom are present in ways we might not immediately recognize. Khidr's mystery reminds us how big Allah's creation is. There's so much we don't know, and that's inspiring. Khidr's story doesn't end with Musa alayhi salam. There are other tales associated with him. Did Khidr really drink from the fountain of youth? Beyond the Quranic narrative, Khidr has become a figure of folklore and legend in various cultures. One popular story suggests that he discovered and drank from the fountain of youth, granting him immortality. As a result, some believe he still roams the earth, appearing to those in need, offering guidance or assistance. In some traditions, he is said to appear in dreams, providing spiritual insights or warnings. While these stories are captivating and reflect the enduring fascination with Khidr, it's important to note that they are not supported by authentic Islamic sources. The Quran and reliable hadith do not mention these aspects, and thus, they should be approached with caution. The true essence of Khidr's story lies in the lessons of faith, patience, and divine wisdom, as presented in Surah Al-Kahf. These authentic teachings are what we should focus on, as they provide us with valuable insights into trusting Allah's plan and understanding that His knowledge is far greater than our own. While legends are fun, the true story of Khidr is what inspires us. Let's focus on the lessons Allah gave us through him. Now, let's reflect on what we can learn from Khidr's story. Khidr's story is a profound reminder of the depths of divine wisdom and the importance of humility and trust in Allah. His encounters with Prophet Musa alayhi salam teach us that there's always more to learn and that Allah's plans are beyond our understanding. We hope this journey into Khidr's world has inspired you. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to Epic Ummah for more amazing stories from Islamic history. Your like fuels our mission, your share spreads prophetic wisdom, and your subscribe builds a fortress for Islamic truth. Help us rebuild what the world tries to erase. Thanks for watching, and keep exploring.